Every World Cup has a favorite, and every World Cup has a victim. A team so talented, so hyped, so heavily backed by fans and pundits that nobody can imagine them failing. And then they do. In 2014, it was Spain, the defending champions, a team many called the greatest international side in football history. Xavi, Iniesta, Casillas, Ramos, nobody thought they could fail. Then the World Cup started. The Netherlands destroyed them 5-1. Spain crashed out in the group stage. Football was stunned. 4 years later, history repeated itself. Germany arrived at the 2018 World Cup as defending champions. World class players, world class manager, world class expectations. People were already talking about back to back titles. Instead, they lost to Mexico. Then they lost to South Korea. And Germany were eliminated before the knockout stages even began, one of the biggest shocks in football history. Then came 2022, Belgium, the so-called golden generation. Kevin De Bruyne, Romelu Lukaku, Eden Hazard, a squad packed with talent. For years people said this was their moment, their tournament, their destiny. Instead, they imploded. Arguments in the dressing room, poor performances on the pitch, and a humiliating group stage exit. 3 tournaments, 3 favorites, 3 disasters, different teams, different countries. Same story. Every World Cup creates a victim. And now, football fans are asking the same question again. Who's next? I think it might be France. And before you call me crazy, hear me out. Because on paper, France looks unstoppable. Kylian Mbappé, Ousmane Dembele, Desiree Doué, Michael Olise, Eduardo Camavinga, Aurelien Tchouameni, William Saliba, depth everywhere, talent everywhere. Some people believe this is the strongest squad in the entire tournament. And honestly, they might be so right. But that's exactly what scares me. Because the World Cup isn't won on paper, it's won under pressure. And pressure changes everything. The bigger the expectations, the bigger the risk. And no team enters this tournament with more expectations than France. Think about it. Every time France step onto the pitch, they aren't expected to compete, they are expected to win. Every draw becomes a disappointment, every bad performance becomes a crisis there, every mistake becomes a headline. And that pressure keeps growing. Then there's the Mbappé factor. Don't get me wrong, Mbappé is one of the best players on the planet, maybe the best. But when you are the face of a nation, everything revolves around you. Every touch, every miss, every decision that you take, every performance of yours, the spotlight never leaves, and sometimes that spotlight becomes a burden. History tells us that the World Cups are rarely won by the team carrying the most pressure. They are won by the team that handles pressure the best. And that's where things get interesting, because France isn't entering this tournament as hunters, they are entering as the hunted. Everyone wants to beat them, everyone wants to be the team that sends them home. And that's a dangerous position to be in. Just ask Spain, Germany, and Belgium. All of them believed they were too talented to fail. All of them believed they were different. And all of them discovered the same brutal truth. The World Cup doesn't care how talented you are. The World Cup doesn't care about your reputation. The World Cup doesn't care what happened 4 years ago. One bad game, one mistake, one upset, and everything changes. Now, I'm saying France will definitely fail? No, absolutely not. They have the talent to win the entire tournament. They have the manager, they have the experience, and they have a player capable of deciding any match on his own. France could absolutely lift the trophy, but that's what people said about Spain, Germany, and Belgium, and that's why I can't ignore this pattern. Because every World Cup creates a victim, every World Cup destroys somebody's dream. And if history repeats itself once again, France might be the next chapter in football's most terrifying curse. The question is, will they break the curse or become a part of it?